Okay, so this is my assignment. I did it two ways. So I did this one initially, and then I actually input it online to do it this way, just to double check my scores, which I did get two parts incorrect up here, but he still was in the same category that I initially chose. So to assess him, I did use the elementary spelling inventory feature guide provided through both the website and the book. So the first one I used was the one that is in here, and that's right here. And so initially I'd given him credit for this one, and this one I was unsure. That's why it's a square, not a circle. But what I did was I went through each one, each word down the row, and I circled the ones he got correct. If he got it correct, I circled it. If he got it incorrect, I wrote the way he did it compared to what it's supposed to be. And then after I did all of the spelling words, I came down here and did all these totals, which my initial total was 5 of 5, but and then I did 4 of 5, not excluding this one, excluding that one. And then over here, I gave all the points for these with including that one, including that one, including this one. Which gave him an initial score of 35 out of 62 with 8 spelled correctly. And I also used his actual sheet and did red check marks on all of the words that were correct, just so I could have my power score at a glance, as well as I would have these to show to parents, teachers, whoever else I need to show these assessments to. I would have both this page and this page for documentation. After I did all that, I double checked my scores through this site right here. So what I did was I came to the Word Study Companion website, went to manage classes, created a class, put his name in, and then entered in his spelling the way he spelled it on this sheet. And that gave me this, which you can see a little better here, which put him in the same category I put him in. So to put his category, what I did was once he got 2 or more incorrect, which was right here at diphthongs and art influenced vowels, I made a line with a little star that showed this is his cutoff, which would put him in the within word pattern middle for me. That was his initial with 35 out of 62 and 8 out of 25, with a total of, was it 43 out of 87. So after doing this, I then went to this one, and you'll see the scores are a little bit different down here. This is the same because that was 7 out of 7. This I initially had 5 out of 5, but it should actually be 3 out of 5, which is that right here, the I in ship and the O in shopping, he put double O. So that is correct with a 3 out of 5. I was incorrect. This is correct. This is correct how I did it. These ones are all correct how I did it. They're all the same scores. 4, 5, 3, 7, 0, 3, 1, 0, 0. 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, 0. Those are all correct. So I got all this portion the right way. These two, I gave him credit for and I should not have. So this should actually be 3 out of 5, which will then change his score from 35 to 33 out of 62 and a grand total of 41 out of 87 should be his total scores. So this should be 33 out of 62, 41 out of 87. This one's correct. And after I did that, sorry, that's my dog. I then was looking at what is what. So like where he needs it to do. So that helped me analyze where he needs work and help. And oh gosh, that would be in areas where there's like float, he put flute. Added the E on ship, had two O's in shopping, shooping. Um, then um, then I analyzed his writing sample itself after I looked at all of that stuff oh, sorry, I skipped ahead. I'm so sorry. So yes, looking at where he is at, it does look like he is very much so in the middle word pattern within word pattern stage due to where his errors are in here. All this is pretty good. He's very high, only missed two things. But over here, he's got a lot of errors. So he needs a lot of work and help and direction in this area. So then when I looked at his writing sample, which is here, you can see that could be an F, that could be a P, but I'm assuming it's an F. So Turtle felt surprised because Anansi eaten all the yams. Anansi felt angry because he cannot go into the water. He was mad because he got get green. Then down here on the evacuating section, oh, there I do not see any errors here. Down here, the initial evacuating, he has the T, and then in all the rest, he missed the T in evacuating. And then in this, because he left out an A. In this coming, he left in the E. And this leave, it should be VE if he wants it to be leave, but it should be they left. So, but VE. And all of that sample, what I noticed was that most of his spelling was correct. There's the evacuating, the extra E, and the because. That's consistent with his spelling and putting him in that mid range. That shows that, yeah, he still's got to work on the ing, like here, ing, and then those vowels in there that need space, or not space. He needs to work on these vowels, these types of the diphthongs and are influenced. And the other vowels, as some would say. I then wrote the letter. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read this out to you or not, but the letter just summarizes what I would be working on with him due to this assessment, saying that I did this assessment to see where he's at and how I can help him, and that he's great in this section and I can help him in these areas right here. And that throughout the year, he'll get better and better as we work on these areas. Yeah, that's all. That's what I did. This one, the red check marks, and that. And then the one-on-one, this one. And I'm not sure if I said it or not, but there were a few that I was confused on in his spelling test with what the letters were. Like this one, it looks like crows. I think that's a C. I think that's an R. Could be a T or a Y. I believe I put T. That could be a F or a P, but I believe I put P. So there were some words that were hard for me to decipher. but I did the best I could. And that's all.